Alright, so hello everybody. Give me a second to set all the settings of our demonstration and I think we'll be ready to start. So hi everybody, this is Kристина from Мон Макарон language school and as usual I'm here to talk to you about some useful vocabulary that you can start using right now. So I'm sure this quick and easy lesson will be useful for everybody if you're only starting to learn English or you continue. So just stay with us and you're gonna learn so much more. Just give me a second. I'm afraid that our connection is not perfect today, but I hope that it won't disturb us. You can at any time rewatch the recording. It will be on the wall. So let me just quickly check everything, and once everything is here, we will start. So just one moment. Okay. Yeah, so I believe everything is ready. So again, we go back to our weather idioms, and I think when you heard about weather idioms, you expected something like this: rain, cats, and dogs. This, I think, is the first idiom that we learn when we come to school and when we start this topic. And again, what is an idiom? It is something you cannot translate directly, but nevertheless, you use it in your speech. It's like you're trying to describe some event by other words and other expressions. So again, what it has to do with cats and dogs? I mean the rain. Obviously nothing, but we have these expressions to make our language more diverse, and it also has some cultural code in it, so it's really essential to know these things to be ready to use them. Okay, so we shall start with idioms that are not really related to weather. I know we promised you weather idioms, but what we're gonna teach you today is how to and what to use to describe other things like your mood, your plans, your well, any situations that you can have in life. So stay here and you will see what I'm talking about. So these idioms are going to go beyond, and we start as usual with a little of a master class. So I'm going to show you some idioms. You will kind of get used to it, have a feeling of this, and then we start our usual practice. So you will be helping me to learn and to just formulate new idioms here. So we start with this one, which is purely American. I would say, I'm sure English, like British people use it as well. But to shoot the breeze, it means to talk about really nothing, like having a small talk, really casual, really informal, and usually it's not really exchanging something, it's just keeping the conversation alive. We sat on the porch until late night, just shooting the breeze. You can try to create a picture in your head, like what is a breeze actually? It's a light wind that is blowing, and when we're shooting the breeze, when we're talking about nothing, we just make this slight wind blow. Yeah, it's like we're puffing something. It's not really anything, it's not a thing, not a big conversation topic, it's just the breeze. So to shoot the breeze, try to remember the last time that you shot the breeze with somebody. So can you remember that? Can you put it in a sentence? That would be great. You can put it in the comments. So to shoot the breeze means to talk about nothing. Just a small talk, just a casual, polite conversation. This was number one, and here we have number two. Look like thunder, or have a face like thunder. So thunder is not really something you can say here. We call it lightning, but I wanted to give you this idea because thunder is what we hear, and it's actually when the thunderstorm arrives. So if you have it, you would say that you look like thunder, or you have a face like a thunder. Something bad happened, and obviously you can see it judging by somebody's face. She suddenly came into the room with a face like thunder. So I know that in some languages we have a reference with a cloud, like dark cloud or dark sky, but in English you can see that it's with thunder. Again, thunder is what we hear when we have thunderstorms, like a really loud, a really disturbing sound of the weather going closer to thunderstorm. that's what it is. Okay, this is number 2. If we move too fast, just write it in comments and we will slow down a little. Next, twist in the wind. Twist in the wind is not really an adverb, it's rather like a verb because it is to twist. Yeah, usually we twist our legs. For example, if we run too fast and we fall down, usually we twist our ligaments, we twist our feet. But twisting in the wind means to go like this. This is the twist. Sometimes like leaves from the trees, they're twisting in the wind. And if it happens, it means that we don't know for sure what's going to happen in the future. The administration didn't give us any orders, so we're twisting in the wind. We're not really doing anything, we're just going with the flow. Yeah, we're just twist like that. We'll let the wind carry us around, waiting for the situation to change. So why do we have pictures here? It actually helps a lot to remember things when you have a picture. And if you keep it, the image and the expression together, it's going to be easier for you to remember it in the future. So this is going to be our last idiom that is going to be brought by us. The next will be created with you together. So another quite specific idiom, to throw caution to the wind or to the winds, like plural, you can choose any, the meaning doesn't really change. So caution is in general the situation or the state where you are really careful. You're thinking about what to do, you are weighing your actions, and a cautious or especially precautious person is a really careful one. So you have to be, for example, cautious when you're crossing the road, or be precautious when you're traveling abroad or something. But if you throw your caution to the wind or to the winds, it means that you stop being careful. I threw caution to the wind and climbed up that rock. So if there was some revelation, some achievement in your life that you were finally able to kind of bring to you, you can say that you threw any caution and you just did it. And so I threw caution to the wind and went into that cold water, for example. Okay, so let me just quickly check on you and how well good the pace that we chose is. If there are any comments, you can leave them in comments. I can see them, I read them, and if you have options for the upcoming questions, that would be great as well. So the intro part is done. We go to the quiz time. So we will guess the idioms. You have sentences and you also have 4 options to choose from. Here we go with the prepositions. The picture can help you. And let's start. Something, a cloud. Something, a cloud. You have the translation here. It can help you to better come up with an option with the missing word. So is it in a cloud, beyond a cloud, behind a cloud, or under a cloud? What do we say here? You can give your thoughts straight to the comments, and yeah, if you have it, that would be great to hear. What do you think? Does this picture help? Maybe you have associations with other languages that you learn, with your native, like your mother tongue, I mean the language that you speak. Okay, so let me just show it to you. The answer will be under. So this is the way we're gonna work. So you just suggest something and I'm waiting for your response. So just have a look. Okay, so let's go together with this one. Someone revealed our marketing campaign to our competitors and everyone in our team is under a cloud now. So something bad happened and now we think that somebody is is capable of revealing the secret. Yeah, so this person is under the cloud, yeah, or under a cloud. We are suspecting him, so probably he did that. Yeah, so this bad act. If you think that, for example, this person ate your piece of cake, this person is under a cloud. Yeah, we're suspecting him or her. Good. Another one, we call this when everything is fine, when somebody is healthy or something is going good. As for options, as rain, as straight as rain, as right as rain, as strong as rain, and as tight as rain. I know that it can vary depending on your language. We can have different associations with that. Yeah, so those can be different answers indeed. It can be just different. And to give you a hint, I know that not that many people are watching us at the time, but I think it's gonna be fixed in the future. So you're gonna watch the recording, you're gonna enjoy it, and let me give you away the answer. As right as rain. Yeah, so like I'm as right as rain, so I didn't feel well, or like here, he was sick a week ago, but now he's as right as rain. Everything is just fine with him. As right as rain. Please remember that, we're gonna need it. Now we continue with again, I think an idiom that exists in many languages in one form or another. So for a something day, for a cloudy day, stormy, rainy, or snowy. So that must be some really bad day where something bad happens. And again, depending on your language, you can have other ideas, but it will be for a rainy day. Every month I put aside some money for a rainy day. So I take just some piece of my salary, I put it in a money pig, let's say, yeah, and I have it saved for some bad day. If something bad happens, I have this sum of money. Yeah, I try to protect myself. So please write in comments, maybe you also have some savings for a rainy day, or you just live you can call it we live only once and you spend everything. So please write how you feel about that. Maybe you have it, maybe not. Okay. So another one is going to be a preposition challenge. Let me remind you that preposition is a thing, a little word that helps us define a place, time. It can be like movement, direction, and many other things. But in our subject, it's going to be slightly different because almost every idiom has a preposition. It's just in its nature. Let's see what can be here. Bold, something, the blue. You see, something happened very unexpectedly, and blue is supposed to be this color in English that shows how sudden something was. I will give you a reference after, but are there any suggestions here? Anything? Okay. So, bold from the blue, bold in the blue, by the blue, away the blue. Take some moment to think about it. What kind of blue is that? What is this bold? Actually, bold, don't worry about that, because bold is something that is not really a thing, I would say. So that is just fine, and it's gonna be bold from the blue. His quitting was a bolt from the blue. Nobody expected it. Nobody knew that he's gonna do that. And why blue is this like some unusual color that shows something that happens rarely? You remember, I think we were talking about colors, and there was this expression, out of the blue, and it meant a really sudden thing. Nobody expected it, but it happened. So out of the blue, or once in a blue moon, means very rarely, or like without any without any caution, without any signal. So it just happened. Yeah, nobody expected it, but it happened. Okay, right. So the next thing that we're gonna take is gonna be cloud nine. We do have this reference, and the translation helps. So what does it exactly mean? Like, we're really happy. For some reason it's cloud nine, but how do we put this place? How do we describe it? At cloud nine, in cloud nine, over cloud nine, on cloud nine. So what does your intuition, what is it telling you? Mm-hmm. Good. So if there are any ideas, we are here to discuss it. That's interesting. And I think if you know this topic very well, you're gonna straight away recognize that it's on cloud nine. Yeah, on. We really put it like this, and we had this live stream before. We talked about prepositions of place, and I believe that you remember on is something direct, in something inside, and at usually refers to an exact place. So if you don't remember that, please find our live stream about in, on, at, and that will make it clear for you. So he was on cloud nine when he learned that he was going to become a father, meaning that he was really happy to learn about that. Okay, and one more thing, if you are looking for some TV show, you can check out this sitcom, which is called Superstore, and you can see the translation and the credits here, and everything is circling around the cloud topic. So we were talking about cloud nine, and actually in this TV show, the store where people are working is called cloud nine, and everything like promos, jokes, everything is around this idiom, being on the cloud or being on cloud nine. So that's a really fun thing to watch. If you're looking for some free time, leisure time activity, you can check this one out. We continue, we move on to another idiom. Again, another preposition that is missing: to go, a storm, through a storm, by a storm, over a storm, down a storm. And usually this means being successful, having really good luck with something. Let's see what your intuition is telling you. Okay, yeah, I can see your answers. Thank you so much. There is just one thing that they come a little bit with delay. So if I didn't see it straight away, that's okay. I can see your comments and I can see that most of them are correct, which is great. So we go on and I show you the answer. If you don't have it yet, let me quickly check the comments. So yeah, nothing yet. Probably this will give you some idea. This is a complicated one, but this is to go down a storm. Yeah, so interestingly, storm is something negative, and I usually thought that it's going through the storm. Yeah, you go through, you become successful. But according to this, it is to go down a storm. Like this is a storm, a negative situation around. If you go down it, you succeed. That's the thing. 3 standing ovations. Wow, your performance really went down a storm. Maybe this is like storm of applause, you know. It can be anything. You can create any picture in your mind and just use it to remember this construction for the future. Okay, let me see if you left any comments. Okay, yeah, so I see an option over, but as you can see, this is down, to go down a storm. Okay, are you ready for this one? Because this part is about guessing the idioms. So it's not really about finding one word, it's about creating the whole idiom. But to make it slightly easier for you, we have pictures. Let's call them charades that you have to solve and give us the idiom. So it seems to me or it seems to be, yeah, it can be both, something about these business letters. There is no need to worry. So what is missing here is described with this picture, and if you can remember this idiom, maybe you have the same in your mother tongue, this can help you a lot. Please write down this idiom here, write it down in comments, and we will compare the answers. So yeah, I'm waiting for you to give your thoughts on that. That's really interesting because I think you can literally write down what you can see and it's gonna become an idiom, at least here. Yeah, it works here, maybe not everywhere, but you can definitely use this tip here. So, okay, just a moment for you to think about it, think it over. Right, yeah, so as I thought, it is like level up, slightly more difficult than what we had before. Let me just show you the first one because maybe, oh yeah, good, we have actually the answer, a storm in a cup. This is perfect, but actually we have to give a little piece of tea here to the word cup. It seems to me, or seems to be, a storm in a teacup about these business letters. There is no need to worry. Yeah, so everything is fine. Don't start this. Don't start worrying about it because it's just storm in a teacup. Something not really important. Something that we create fuss about, but we shouldn't. Yeah, we shouldn't be fussy about that. Good. Another one. Stop something, or rather doing something. This is a little hint for you. You won't get that job. You're not experienced enough. So if something is impossible but somebody is really trying to get it, what can we call it? You have this poor man who is running towards something, maybe this, but remember we're talking about the weather. So there should be something related to the weather. Good. I'm waiting. So Victoria, you're just on track. So you are getting most of this idioms. So let's see if you know or can guess this one. So I'll give you a couple of seconds more. He's trying to catch something. And usually this thing that he's trying to catch is really, well, something that we cannot actually catch. You know, some people try, especially children. There are legends about this, but it's just impossible to get it. And if it is impossible, like some dreams that will never come true, we are, interesting, running on a rainbow. Good. However, I hope this picture helps because this person is not really running over it, but it is running for it. Or it is chasing a rainbow. You see, to chase is like running after something. For example, the police is chasing the burglar, for example. He's trying to catch this person, but here chase is used to describe how somebody is going after. Yeah, to go after somebody is just the same. Oh yeah, okay, so thank you. I can see other answers as well for the previous one especially. Good. I hope you're just on the same wavelength as us. Stop chasing rainbows. You won't get that job. You're not experienced enough. This is the example that we had. Yeah, so stop chasing rainbows. You won't, for example, lose weight if you eat that many sweets. Yeah, or something impossible, something unattainable. So thank you. Hope that you take into account this new expression and we can start thinking about this one. How could you forget about our plans for today? You're having something again. This is with having, idiom about the weather, like with weather, but about something different. Hope this picture helps. You're quite good at solving these charades. Let's see if this one helps you. We talk about people who usually forget something, and in many languages, Slavic languages, we have this expression as well. If you forget things, it means that you have what and where. So we have two parts of this idioms, something that we have and something like somewhere where we have it. Okay, so come on guys, I know that you know it, or at least I know that this picture is pretty helpful. So okay, so I'm giving you some time. I'll show it of course, but I really want to see your ideas. So two parts that are missing, what and then where. Let's say there are 4 words. Yeah, okay, good. Thank you, Victoria. I got what I was waiting for, and you're just right. So to have one's hat in clouds, sorry, there is a typo. This is clouds. Unfortunately, this is impossible to eliminate all the typos. We always find something. How could you forget about our plans for today? You're having your head in the clouds again. So it means that you forget things, you're thinking about something else and not of what is important actually. So yeah, I hope that you are not having your head in the clouds now. You're thinking, you're working hard, and it means that you're gonna have a good result at the very end. So we go on to completing the second, or it's even the third part of the idioms. You have the first letter. You have to guess what word is missing. So we're calmly cooling down. It's not that difficult, I think, as the previous task where you had to complete the whole idiom. Here only one word is missing. So if we go over something difficult, if we relieve some difficult times, we can say to weather the what? Is it to weather the snow, the sun, the sea, maybe? So anything that seems okay for you, please share. I believe we will have an example after, but for now you have to give me this one word that is missing. To weather the what? Interestingly, we have weather here as a verb, right? So it's not a noun like good weather, but this is to weather, to do something. Okay, right, so let me just show you the correct answer here, but the next is gonna be to you. Okay, so to weather the storm, actually they were strong enough to weather the storm. So they were strong enough to go over to go through these difficult times. Yeah, weather the storm. So let's weather the storm together. Let's go through difficult times together. This one works as well. Okay, so now this is your turn. Definitely this is something that you will complete with one word, and this one word expresses, like, describes some weather condition, right? So it's all about weather. To sail close to the something, you see, like risking a lot, being in a very difficult position. To sail. Sail is here in the picture. This is what he's doing. He's actually sailing. He's going under the sail. Another expression to describe this hobby, let's say, or pastime. To sail close to the what? I have to scroll down a little just to see if you have any ideas with this one. Yeah, I'm sure that you have some idea, because all of them kind of evolve around the same topic, right? So we can have wind, we can have water, winter, yeah, so any weather conditions that you can come up with. Yeah, that's really weird because you were quite good at giving the whole idioms, right? So this is level down, yeah, it's not that interesting for you. Well, nevertheless, let's have a look. To sail close to the wind. Yeah, don't worry about him, don't worry about this guy. It's not the first time he's sailing that close to the wind. It's not the first time when he's risking that much. Oh, good, Victoria, thank you. I saw that you have in mind, like, what, water? Kind of, yeah, you see here it's about the wind, but this is a good association. If it was completely new to me, I would also say about water. However, you can see the correct answer, sail close to the wind. Yeah, so this is the idiom. Is really hard to say how or why it appeared. It is just the way it is. Yeah, we can just learn it and use it, and that's it. Okay, thank you. Let's test your intuition here. I think this one is too easy for you. We have a picture, we have the first letter, and how do we describe this state when we're not sure, when we're lost? If we're lost, we cannot see anything, right? And we are in a what? Where are we? Yeah, I think the picture says it all, and it's so easy to guess. Don't forget, it's all about the weather conditions, right? So it cannot be flower, for example. It cannot be like fire. Well, it can be actually fire, right? If it wasn't about being lost, but just please keep your eyes on the weather conditions and everything that we use to describe them. And just 3 letters in general and 2 letters that are missing in a. Okay, yeah, so we're also training your typing skills. Yeah, the way that you type, you have to be really quick to guess it, I know, and we have a little delay between the video and the chat and the audio. Okay, so here we go. In a fog, exactly. So why everyone is running around? What's happened? I'm in a complete fog. Yeah, you can just say I'm in a fog. Incomplete is like giving it some more degree, like it's even worse. Yeah, complete fog. I cannot understand anything at all. There are, some people who come in the middle of the presentation and they're like, oh, I'm in a fog. What is going on? Why we have like gap text on the screen and stuff? But yeah, they can say, I'm in a fog. Please tell me what to do. Yeah, please explain to me what is happening. Good. So the last, I think it's the last one. We have it with 3 gaps, and basically it's just the same, but it's not really like an idiom itself, but it's just a very short expression with a couple of words, and I think you can guess this one. Okay, so you have the first letter as well, and you have the second that you have to complete. It's here. So something that is very fast, and we even compare it to this kind of thing, which is, yeah, if you remember what we call it, actually at the very beginning of our session, I named this thing. So I told you what it is, and if you remember, if you watched it from the very beginning, you can complete it without any problem. Okay, so you have your job, you have things to do, and I just quickly explain to you what is here. So the picture says it all, of course, but here it means that we are so busy. It's literally like this thing that is falling on us, all the projects and tasks that are just piling up on us, on our head, let's say, and we really feel so busy because of that. Okay, you can just put a number and the word if it is more convenient, because it's not that many things to type, or you can type everything. Just take your time, because on the next slide we will definitely talk about the correct answers. Okay, so this is number 2 and number 3 under the something. Again, when we're not feeling well, we can say, oh, I'm under the today, because this is why I cannot join you. This is why I cannot join you, because I'm a bit under the wind, under the water, under something else that starts with W. I will show you a slide that can help you check your answers. Okay, lightning. Thank you so much, Victoria. You're just right. Lightning fast, молниеносный. So we're just very quick. We're very fast. Lightning fast. Good. What about number 2? Do you have any options? Again, the picture says it all. Now I understand that it was 2. Okay, number 2, sail under. Yeah, I see. So the thing is that here it is more like a participle. Good, yeah. So I can see all the answers. I won't retain you any longer. I will just show what it is. So you were really close, but number 2, to be snowed under. Again, it's like snow of task that is falling over us. So we're snowed under the tasks. We're snowed under responsibilities. And yeah, number 3, thank you. I can see that you fixed your tiny mistake. Under the weather, of course. So because many people get affected by the weather. If it is not good, we really feel bad. Yeah, we feel under the weather. Okay, good. So how can we work on everything that we learn? We can do small talk, because small talk is our new innovative, I can say, type of lesson where we have a conversation of 15 minutes only. So only 15 minutes per day. It can be anywhere, at work, at your I don't know, at home, yeah, when you're walking around, when you're fetching your kids from the kindergarten. You can do it anywhere where you have good and stable connection. You can do it on Skype, Zoom, WhatsApp, Viber as well. So you can talk about it to your teacher, to your tutor, and they will tell you everything. Also, our managers can give you some information on how to better pass this 15 minutes. But again, it can be from any part of the world, as long as you have a good, stable connection. So the price is really nice, I can say, because usually when you have full lessons, they're more pricey, I would say. But if you want to gradually start or return to learning English, this is the best way. So probably not the very first level, not from the zero, but if you continue from the A2, for example, is just perfect. So you train your skills, you have a normal conversation, not a lesson format as such. So you don't drill grammar, you just talk, you work on your pronunciation, you repeat after the teacher, and have this casual conversation like small talk. So that's a perfect choice if you want such, easy, quick lessons on the go. If you want something more serious, there is the intensive course that we have. It's only 1 month where you have 8 lessons. You can actually have more. Usually we have 2 or 3 lessons per week, and they can be 1.5 hours or even 2 hours. You can do it individually with a teacher, or you can do it in a group. Also, if you have the medium level, like from the very beginning to pre-intermediate, you can do it on our platform. So you can get all the materials, you can get the program requested. It can be anything based on what you like, on what you need. So I hope that this is useful. At any time you can go to our website and leave the message to our managers. They will answer all your questions. But that was great having you. I hope that you learned something. You can rewatch the live stream, you can watch the presentation again and complete the exercises. You will have the answers here, and yeah, I leave you here as well. Hope to see you next time. Stay tuned. Next time we're gonna have something really fun. So thanks again and have a great evening. See you all next time. Goodbye.